G'day guys, my name's Ben and welcome back to Southern Cross Tech. First thing, I'd like to apologise, it has been about a month or so since I've posted a video. I have been a little bit tied up with other commitments and things at the moment, but hopefully this is the start of some fresh new videos coming out. I've got 3 more currently in production, so we'll see how that goes. I'd also like to say a big warm welcome to the new subscribers to the channel. It means a lot to me that you've actually hit the subscribe button, so if you haven't, please do so now. But without ado, I'd like to jump into today's topic. So as some of you may have noticed, I have previously featured the JBL Flip 3 in one of my previous videos. But as of last weekend, it is no longer my favourite speaker. It has come to a tragic end. And that is because it will not charge. It is dead, it won't charge. I think it's a problem with the USB connector. I will be pulling it apart sometime down the track, so if you want to see a video on that, let me know. Long story short, I emailed JBL. They won't warrant it because it's 15 months old. It's out of their 12-month warranty period. I emailed the retailer where I bought it. They don't want to know about it either, so at the moment I'm stuck with a dead JBL Flip 3. But that isn't the end of it because, as I did mention, this was my favourite speaker. I love the sound that it produced, and it was a great all-round speaker. Hence why I now have the Charge 3, which is the medium brother. It's not the biggest one in the JBL range, but it is my new toy. So I just picked this up recently, actually yesterday afternoon I picked it up. I did buy it. I do purchase all my products. I don't get paid for any of these. I don't get any free products sent to me. Yeah, no bad feelings towards JBL. They do make great speakers. Unfortunately, the Flip 3 was one that failed. So this is their Charge 3, which is the medium in the family. There is a bigger one called the Extreme, which actually comes with a shoulder strap. It's so big. So just for a comparison, you can see the size difference here. Just going to do a quick little unboxing and overview for this for you because I haven't even played with it yet. It is a brand new toy, so I think I paid around, I did pay, I think it was 175 Australian on sale for this, which equates to around 120 US dollars. So I'm not quite sure how that compares to your market, but from what I've seen around Australia, that is actually a reasonable price for this device. They're still selling the Flip 3 in Australia for around $95. I know the Flip 4 has launched in other parts of the world, but there's no retailers that I can actually find that were selling the Flip 4 in Australia. So we've got a USB charger with this one, which the Flip 3 doesn't come with. It only comes with a cable. What else we got? Got varying different country plugs. Got the Australian one there. We've got a US one and probably a European one. What else have we got in the box here? Get out the manual. What do we need that for? Packing, nothing else in there. And another one of their flat orange rubber USB charging cables. So we'll chuck all that back in the box and we'll have a play with this speaker and see how it sounds. I did have a play with one that they had on display in the shop, and it was a toss-up for me between the new Sony one. The XB3 was the new Sony one that's recently come out. The Beats Pill, which I don't really like because it's just really heavy bass, and I'm not a fan of really heavy bass. And the Bose SoundLink Mini 2, but the SoundLink was about $60 more than the JBL Flip 3. The Sony was around $20 cheaper, but when it tended to hit its high notes, it did distort a little bit. So stuck with the JBL because I do really like the sound of them. Like I said, they have a great sort of sound stage. It is slightly amplified though. I noticed everything seemed a little bit louder on the JBL. So just having a quick tour around it. We've got the same light up power button here. We've got pairing because you can actually pair multiples of these. I think you can pair up to 2, so you can get left and right channel audio. You can also set them in party mode, so you could have one in, say, the kitchen, one in your outdoor patio or veranda, playing the same track from the one phone. You can pair up to 4 Bluetooth phones with this, so if you're having a party and you do have friends around, they can also jump in, play their tracks, kick each other off. It's great fun having arguments over who's playing what now. The play pause button on here, you can reprogram that if you download the JBL Connect software on your, app on your phone, so that the play pause button will activate Siri or Google Now. So if you like having a smart speaker, don't want to get an Amazon Echo, but you want the portability, all that sort of thing, you could have that, sort of like a Google Home, but more portable. You got your volume up and down buttons, and you got your Bluetooth pairing buttons on here. Jumping around, we've got a flat bottom on this one, so that sits nicely on the table. Still got the passive radiators on each end, and on the back here, let's pull the flap down. You've got your auxiliary input, you've got your micro USB for charging, and you've also got a full-size USB port here because you can actually charge your mobile devices off this. I believe it is, I don't know the actual milliamp hours, but they do quote 20 hours of battery life for this, which is quite substantial. The old Flip 3, that had a 3000 milliamp hour battery. I'm not quite sure what the actual battery level is on this, but let's jump onto the phone here. It comes up, shows up as the JBL Charge 3. Let's go and play. Make sure we get some royalty-free music here so I don't get copyrighted against or anything. So I will run this test at around 50% volume. It actually, for a small room, 50% is quite a good sound. It does go much louder. You can ask the people at Harvey Norman who asked me to turn it down yesterday when I was testing it, and I told them I didn't want to because I wanted to see how loud it would go, otherwise I wasn't going to buy it. So that's one way of getting a salesman on your side. So I'm going to go ahead now and play some royalty-free music, give you a quick sound sample, and see what it sounds like.
Are you going so fast tonight? Have you ever stopped beside the road to smell the rose of life? Take a breath now, don't hold it in too long, 'cause you might end up missing out on that short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go.
So as you can see there, that was only 50% volume, so it is actually quite loud. Clarity is really good. Bass, sitting here with it on the table, I could actually feel it vibrating the table slightly. Even with its nice flat rubber base there, it was still vibrating the table. Those passive radiators do put out quite a lot of air. They're not actually woofers, they're just reverberating the sound coming off the drivers on the speaker here. But it's a great aesthetic, I think. I think every speaker should have some sort of visibility of sound about them, whereas the new Sony ones, the old, I think it was the SRS 65 series, they were a really pretty speaker with the glass top and touch buttons. Their new ones, they've gone for a more rugged look, which I didn't really like. Along the lines of the UE Boom series, which have sort of gone to some neon colours, giving that rugged look. I did go with this in the black because when you've got it sitting on your cupboard, it doesn't blend in. It does come in also a white, blue, and red version, I think, if you do want something that stands out a little bit more. That's it today as far as the review goes. It is just a first look. If you do want some more in-depth feedback later on down the track after I've had some chance to try this out and have it for a little while, if they do continue to stay on sale for a little while, I might even pick up a second one and do the left-right stereo feedback and also try out the party mode. If you want to see that, make sure you hit a like on this video and I'll get onto it as soon as I possibly can. But for today, it's been great seeing you guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll be back soon. Thank you.